Bitcoin holders, you are not ready for what is coming in these markets. It's going to be crazy. Big Bitcoin news to share today. Big AI news, gaming news, airdrop news, all kinds of fun stuff to be sharing today. So make sure to stick around for the goods and, of course, answering your questions second half of the stream. So hang out for that too. It's my favorite parts of the day, getting to talk shop with you guys. So make sure to stick around for it. Shout out to everybody joining in the live chat. I see you guys. We're here pre-gaming a little bit, having some laughs. Let's get into it. So price of Bitcoin. It's a good place to start our conversation, isn't it? Price of Bitcoin after the initial breakout yesterday, market got a bit spooked today. Our MACD bull cross is stretching out. Stretch. See how we play it out over the next few days. Now, why did the market get itself into a bit of a kerfuffle today? Well, apparently, this is what the catalyst is largely said to be, is that Coinbase got basically the judge in the Coinbase case said, no, we're not going to dismiss the case. We're going to take it all to trial and let everybody put out their arguments for and against everything that the SEC is claiming for you guys. That's basically it. So the Coinbase will go to trial. Unfortunately, it didn't get dismissed. We know we'd been hoping that it'd just be dismissed and be a big slap in the face of the SEC. Now the SEC has to go to court and make their case, which is a pretty flimsy case, and probably in court they will lose. But unfortunately, you simply have now the reality that the SEC is going to waste $100 million of taxpayer money in legal fees. What a scam it all is, isn't it? In order for Coinbase to get a great legal precedent in court. Most likely would be my thought on the process. Not a legal expert, obviously, but that's sort of my general vibe on the situation. Currently, we're putting in a retest of this breakout zone. So we had the breakout, having the retest now. We need to hold, of course, for the next few days above this orange line, a break below the orange line. Well, and we'll see what happens, huh? Maybe this was the lower high. Perspective. Let's see what happens. But short-term price action is one thing, because where we're going, it's going to be crazy. Bitcoin Magazine sharing Bitcoin sell-side liquidity has just reached an all-time low relative to demand. This is very, very interesting. That sets us up for a very fascinating situation in terms of pumpability of the Bitcoin market. I dig it. You dig it too. You know you do. It's a very fascinating situation to be in with Bitcoin. Think about that. An all-time low relative to demand for sell-side liquidity. There simply is not enough Bitcoin floating around out there for all the buyers that are coming in. And finally, come on, man. Holy cow, BlackRock and Fidelity having a big day this week. Also, Ark, Bitwise, and others seeing big inflows. Total net inflow for Tuesday, $418 million. Nice. A lot better than Monday's $15 million. Look at the just ups and downs of the inflows here. It's wild volatility all over the place. But people are still showing up and buying Bitcoin ETFs. And we had another 212 million out of Grayscale yesterday. Can you imagine what happens when Grayscale's done dumping? Look at all that's happened so far. Grayscale has dumped a monumental amount of Bitcoin so far. $14.3 billion in total. The sooner they dump it all, the better. Good riddance, if you ask me. Money is here. Money's showing up. I actually have to take myself off screen again because the chart's so damn big, you can't see the top. This cycle is different, says Ki Young Ju from Crypto Quant. Institutional funds of $86 billion entered the Bitcoin market in the past 6 months. Now, I'm assuming that counts the Grayscale Bitcoin, so the numbers are perhaps a little bit skewed, but still big, still important, still massive, without a doubt. And all of this before, the money's still here, the money's still coming. Just not consistent. Of course, there'll be days when Wall Street buyers get freaked out too. But then think about this. Bitcoin halving's coming. I feel like it was 23 days last time we checked the damn clock. like 2 days ago. But that's going to happen depending on how fast or how slow blocks happen. Sometimes blocks can take 8 or 9 minutes. Sometimes blocks can take 20 minutes. Happens sometimes. Anyway, 23 days ago till Bitcoin having huge milestone for, of course, the market, and generally has resulted in massive moves afterwards in the market. So don't fade it. Just accept it. Accept the pump into your lives, guys. Accept 2024's bull vibes into your life, and just love it. Be happy. We're going to crazy places. I wanted to discuss this theory with you too, and this is we're actually I decided we're gonna make a full video on this theory because it's something I've been thinking about too. But just a quick chart here shared from the guys over at CryptoCom. He says it's extremely likely that this Bitcoin cycle sees some sort of double top scenario. Price is right on track to make the first of the two tops, but we're not quite there yet. The double top is not as apparent on price in 2017, but look at data like the monthly RVI, and it shows it clearly. Well, that's pretty interesting, actually. 2017 wasn't a very strong double topping moment. It was very, very short-lived, if you can even necessarily call it a double top. But if you look back to 2013, 100%, that was a big double top, big fat double top. And you had a big move up from the breakout of the previous high, which was at like $20 or something like that, up to the new high, which was like $150 or something, before having basically a 6-month correction in the market, similarly to what we saw in 2021, where we had a first initial mega peak, huge 50% drawdown, 6-month correction, bear market, whatever, mini bear, all that, whatever you want to call it, and then a final all-time high later in the year. Are we looking at a similar scenario? Has every cycle previously essentially had some kind of double top scenario? And is this market cycle not an exception? It's interesting food for thought. And that would, because you're seeing all this talk right now, we got the accelerated theory coming out, accelerated cycle. We're going to top in late 2024. What if we top even before that? What if we top in like August, for example? And we get our first big peak at like 90K, for example. Then whatever happens, market's correct for 4, 5, 6 months. That would shake a lot of people out. It'd freak a lot of people out. But maybe it's all just part of the plan. It's a theory. Again, we're going to do a whole video on this. I think this is a topic that deserves a whole video. We've been trying to break down some of these different theories for you. That we've got one coming on the super cycle, one on the 4-year cycle. We did one recently on the accelerated cycle theory. So go watch that. Very interesting video. Data-driven videos, educational videos, guys. We're not trying to bring in massive speculation. That's what the live streams are for. No, we're not trying to bring in massive speculation. We're trying to break down the theory, what it is, does it have legs or not? Okay? We're going to do the same with this one. I think it's going to be an interesting video topic. Guys, real quick, before we get into all the altcoin news, the March Madness special over at Bybit is running out. We're almost at the end of March, so you still have a few days to participate if you want to. You can get a free $500 trade. That's a BTC USDT 10x leverage trade that you can get for free, plus a free $50 cash bonus when depositing $500 or more, as well as the usual bonuses, 30K, up to 30K in bonuses, depending on how much you deposit and how much you trade. So check it out. Link in the description. Only a few more days for it. You miss out. So check it out. Okay, so I found a few good posts on Coinfessions. I wanted to kind of share these with you and react a little bit. First one's about XRP. This guy says, I refuse to miss another bull run because I'm overly invested in XRP. I sold at a loss. I sold a fake dream. I actually read a pretty similar post about Bitcoin Satoshi Vision the other day. A dude who literally said like he felt like he was in a cult with BSV and that it's taken him years of psychological damage and trauma to overcome, and he's still all screwed up from it. Like, man, crypto messes you up bad. People out here buying BSV, man. Anyway, I sympathize. It's easy to get caught up with these sort of cult-like figures in the cryptocurrency space. And Craig Wright, for better or worse, is one such person. But XRP has been one of those coins that have got people so excited for such a long time. I feel like back in 2017, it's like, XRP, man, yes, this is amazing. This is the big thing. Now it's kind of like, XRP, is it really even that important these days? There's so many other things going on. Used to be kind of a big deal. Feel like it's one of those ones that's kind of like, you know, used to be a big deal, but not really that much of a big deal anymore. Again, hats off to XRP for winning the court case against the the big victories against the SEC and stuff like that. But still, anyway, this guy says, I sold a loss, I sold a fake dream. I've removed myself from the echo chamber of nonsense and advice others to do the same. While the army waits for XRP to take over the world with suppressed coin under $1, I'll diversify into other altcoins and make back everything I've missed out on 7 years. Don't marry your bags. Now, look, this is just sharing somebody's story. This is not to say XRP is a pile of crap or something like that. No, I'm sure XRP has some nice potential to cycle now. The SEC is not going to be a big thing in this. And it's funny because last cycle made a video saying, don't buy XRP because of this SEC lawsuit. It's probably going to suppress the price. And of course, it didn't even come close to getting back to all-time highs. People didn't want to hear it, but it was true. Now that all that's cleared out, maybe XRP's got a chance this cycle. But I think one of the big things and the big lesson here is not about XRP, okay? The big lesson here is don't marry your bags and don't go all in on anything except Bitcoin. It's the only thing if I only had one cryptocurrency, it would be Bitcoin. No way in heck it'd be anything else. Even my Ethereum bags, it's like, I don't know, man. Bitcoin certainly wouldn't be XRP. No way, no how, no way, Jose. Holy crap. And that's, again, not a slight against XRP. It's just, why would you have all your wealth in that? Why would you have it be your only crypto investment? I could see having XRP be like 5% of your portfolio or something. Sure. XRP is 5% of your portfolio. Whatever, man. All good. Maybe it catches up. Maybe it underperforms, but you're going to do okay. It'll be fine. But having everything in it, believing this narrative that we're going to $589 and it's going to take over the world and blah, blah, blah. Man, people really talk themselves into some BS in this market. So if you have this sort of bagitis situation going on in your life, examine yourself. Think about it. This guy missed out on 7 years of the markets because he's been holding XRP the whole damn time. I can't even imagine the amount of money and opportunity that's been happening in these markets. Man, I sympathize. That's rough. Don't let that be you if you're hearing this message. I'm sure most of you guys are not in that situation, but maybe if you know somebody who is, I don't know, share that with them, because there's no point in doing these kind of things. Like, everybody here at the end of the day is here to make money in one way or another. And you can dress it up however you want. You can dress it up in a whole variety of ways, or you're at least here to not lose money, right? You're here to buy Bitcoin to hold your wealth long-term and all that stuff. And the price is going to go up, so you're going to make money inevitably anyway, but everybody's here to make money. You can dress it up in a whole bunch of different ways and say, oh, but I'm a developer and I'm making important technology. That's why you kept 10% of the tokens for yourself, because you're just also altruistic. Shut the crap up. Come on. It's a marketplace, man. People participate in the marketplace to make money. It's people's jobs. It's people's investments, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Straight up. Want to share this one with you too. So as I was looking at Coinfessions, as a pretty fun one. This is, I put 5K into WIF, sold for 7K, thinking I was a genius. My bag would now be worth $12 million. And I lost over $100,000 trying to find the next WIF, aping into all kinds of meme coins. It's the opposite end of the spectrum, right? This other guy held on to his XRP for 7 years and made nothing. Just got his ass kicked the whole time. Held down through 2 bear markets of pain and despair and destruction just to capitulate now. And, ironically, it'll probably still do okay-ish this cycle. Whatever, that's besides the point. And then the flip side, you're going to have this happen. So it's a real psychological game, crypto. Imagine that, just throwing away a bag of something that turns into millions. Hey, you can always keep a moon bag. Remember, guys, you don't have to sell out of everything all the time. You can always keep a moon bag. Hey, now look, we have some big stories today on AI. None of them are as big, of course, as the story of the year. Essentially, we shared yesterday that the co-founder of Near was touched on the arm by the founder of NVIDIA. I mean, has that happened to your coin? No, of course it hasn't. Everybody out here holding these loser coins whose founders haven't even been touched by the founder of NVIDIA. We have a close second, though. CRG shared this one on Twitter. Pal AI. Hey, guys. They were on a billboard at the same time that Shakira was on a billboard in Times Square. I mean, it's not getting touched by the founder of NVIDIA, but this is like the next best thing, isn't it? I love it. Okay, but in serious news, Hey, Little Bubble shared this. And guys, by the way, if you don't know who Little Bubble is, he's hilarious. He makes all kinds of just utterly hilarious crypto songs. So you should go and follow his account. He's pretty awesome. Anyway, he shared this story. This is super interesting. And I'm not even sure what to make of it. I've read over it a couple of times and it's like, what is going on here? So I'll read it to you. 3 artificial intelligence companies that operate on the blockchain are in talks to merge their crypto tokens, a move aimed at helping them develop a decentralized AI platform. SingularityNet, Fetch AI, and Ocean Protocol are discussing merging their tokens into an ASI token that would have a fully diluted value of around $7.5 billion, according to people familiar with the matter. The deal, which could be announced as soon as Wednesday, would hinge on approval from the members of each community, said the people who asked not to be identified because the information was private. Well, the 3 platforms could continue to operate as separate entities. They would collaborate under the guidance of a so-called super intelligence collective run by Ben Goitzel. Cool cat, Ben Goitzel. He's I've interviewed him a couple times, actually, I think, on the channel. I don't really do interviews anymore these days, but he's a cool cat. He's a cool cat. Met him in Hong Kong back in the day, too. And he's exactly like he is in the interviews as he is in person, man. Just a cool cat. Anyway, founder and chief executive of SingularityNet. The people said Fetch AI CEO Humayun Sheikh, an early investor in DeepMind, the AI company that Google bought in 2014, would be the chairman. Representatives for SingularityNet, Fetch, and Ocean Protocol declined to comment. The discussions come as big tech companies, including Alphabet and Microsoft, are investing heavily into AI, which has the potential to change the way people interact with technology. Yada, yada, yada. So this is super interesting. I'm not sure we've ever seen anything like this in crypto. And if it does play out as people are, well, as this news feed thing here is saying, pretty freaking awesome, to be honest. Think about that. You're taking 3 AI platforms, well, Ocean Protocol's like big data, but whatever, and bringing it all together. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of technology, a lot of brain power coming together. I mean, I'm all about it. If the communities approve of that, what the heck? I mean, this overnight becomes basically the biggest AI protocol, or one of the biggest anyway, whose circulating market cap would be. But a lot of these companies, I mean, these guys have been around for years. Fetch, Singularity, Ocean. I mean, we talked about Singularity back in 2017, 2018 when they first launched. We've talked about Fetch a few times. Ocean Protocol, I've done reviews on them back in the day. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I'd love to see this happen. I think bringing those resources together is a good thing. So that's actual big crypto news. Now all they need to do is to get Ben Goitzel in a room with the founder of NVIDIA and get him touched on the arm, man. And it's on. It's on, baby. Some news from Render Network. Announcing RNP011 PWA creating millions of 3D training assets. Stability AI will work with the Render Network to create a data set. Remember the was it the founder of Stability AI just joined the board for Render? So keep that in mind as we're going through the conversation here. Stability AI will work with the Render Network to create a data set for 3D asset training, leveraging the multi-actor composition of the Render Network nodes. Users and community members will be able to participate in the creation and benefits of this data set to train models using this data set. Buyers will need to license the data set with Render tokens. It also includes plan for staking on Render. Pretty cool stuff, man. Pretty cool stuff. Render is one of those multi-billion-dollar market cap AI coins that I'm just sitting here going like, man, can I just go back to $8 so I can get a bag already? Come on. Let's get a big market-wide correction. I'll get an $8 bag. It'll be fantastic. I don't know. We'll see. But great news for the AI space and great news for Render, without a doubt. Hey, we got some more Illuvium news for you guys today. We just covered some yesterday, but we got some more. And I got, of course, guys, I got bags of Illuvium. I have bags of other stuff we've been discussing today. Well, actually, none of the AI coins. But anyway, in general, if you want to see my portfolio disclosures of what coins I currently have in my portfolio, which coins that I own, my venture investments, all this kind of stuff, link in the description, pinned comment on X. You'll also find a risk statement in there because investing in crypto is risky and you can lose all of your money. Never forget. Okay, so the guys at Illuvium put out a new roadmap, or an update on the roadmap, we should say. So lots of big things coming for the rest of the year. Lots of new game releases and stuff like that. So probably gonna be a pretty big year in terms of like a constant release schedule for them coming up. Chris, did you burn a fatty with Ben? I did not. I wasn't really smoking back then, man. Was that, when was the last time I partook of the devil's grass? Gosh, it's gonna be like 16 maybe. maybe. Been a while. And that was like once or twice before. When I was a teenager, I lived in a cloud, man, but not for a while. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Illuvium. Right. Anyway, Illuvium, guys. Big roadmap coming ahead, so I'm very excited about that. They also just announced a Series A funding raise with Arrington Capital, Spartan Group, Animoca Brands, basically just the biggest damn venture capital firms in the industry. So big things coming, big funding coming to make those big things happen. My bag, man, it's going to go up. It's going to go up. I know it. I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for it. And of course, currently on Epic Games, bringing Web3 game to its 180 million players over there. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Love to see it. Great, great, great. Quick update about Arcana as well, and actually Linea more broadly, but the Arcana network was an app change for Web3 simple user experience, but it has all kind of nice software development kits for devs to be able to bring nice sort of user experience stuff on board. Pretty cool products. They have extended IT and stuff like that. Go check out their website. They got some pretty cool stuff going on. Anyway, I wanted to mention their partnership with Linea. So they announced an ecosystem partnership with Linea Build. Linea, of course, being the Ethereum layer 2, backed by Consensus, the main development studio behind Ethereum. Kind of a big deal. Linea is dedicated to democratizing Web3 access and fostering a secure ecosystem for the success of dApps. We're excited to partner and build products that improve Web3 UX. So excellent UX principles define the experience for developers and end user. Linea aims to build the most diverse and complete dApp ecosystem, elevating the Web3 experience of existing users and bringing new users safely on chain. Here's how they'll be supporting Linea. Well-documented integration docs in Linea's developer section, free priority support and integration assistance developers, workshops and demos, helping new games get on board into Linea's ecosystem, virtual and IRL events, supercharging gaming user experience, because that's part of what Arcana does, help extract away some of the more difficult BS of using crypto in general. So pretty cool. I think Linea's got huge traction potential. And then this from Linea, check it out. So Foxy retweeted this. Foxy is going to be the big meme coin on Linea, backed again by MetaMask and Consensus. Watch out for this one. They're saying, have you already bridged to Linea? Because Linea posted this a few hours ago. Summoning total value locked. Please bridge now. AKA, we're probably doing a snapshot soon. Get your money on the chain, everybody. They're saying in April, Linea will introduce an exciting new program named the Linea Voyage Surge. Now, we're going to see what this is like. I wonder if it's going to be a situation where it's like there's huge sort of whale influx and they end up capturing a bunch of the total airdrop in the end after everybody's been busting our butts, man, deploying contracts, running nodes, all the BS I've done on Linea, man. Playing around, testing out the network. I hope they take care of those early users and the Linea Park. What a pile of crap that has been. Holy. Have any of you guys done this Linea Park thing? It's like this extra sort of task you do. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Download this app, play this game. Like, man, I'm getting 10 LXP for this. What is this? Anyway, I'll be interested to see how this works out. I think the airdrop could be coming soon and could be one of the biggest airdrops of the year if they don't screw it up. Okay? We shall see. I know there's a lot of stuff going on out there, and I have not had time to properly dive into Base myself. But Money Lord here. So today's announcements from Coinbase, we're going to start holding treasury of USDC on Base. There's a smart wallet coming in April. 100 million users will get access to buy Base tokens through it. Base DEX volume is going mental. Transactions are going insanely up. Coinbase is going to list a lot of Base tokens. You said push narrative. The biggest season we've ever witnessed is coming. There you go. Coinbase, man. Base chain. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. And I've not spent enough time over there. We're going to be spending a lot more time in the not so distant future making content on that. We got some top altcoin gems coming out for Base, I think this week in the newsletter. So watch out for that. Plus, we're just going to be looking over there more in general, seeing what's going on, sharing some videos with you guys, trying to find some gems, some meme coins, all that fun kind of stuff. So keep an eye out. Also interesting, Chris Paniski shared this, the total amount of new tokens appearing on decentralized exchanges on blockchains. So, of course, you know, the old guard has been pretty strong performing, but as soon as 2024 came around, a news story came in, and that story is Solana and Base. You see, I've been spending a lot of time paying attention to Solana recently, but I really need to start paying more attention to Base, because you can just look at the numbers. Just look at the numbers, man. Look where it's going. Look at the number of tokens starting to appear on decentralized exchanges. Look, and that's going to drive in users. Meme coins are going to drive in users. People are going to get all excited. Solana and Base are becoming the big stories. Can Linea get in and capture attention? We shall see. We shall see. They certainly have the potential to do it. But Base, man, it's hard to argue with that. It's hard to argue with Solana's current success. It's hard to argue with Base based on the simple reality that they are connected to Coinbase, has 120 million users, and they're going to bring out the smart wallet. They're going to get people on chain, and it's going to be nuts. Guys, we're not signed up to the newsletter yet. Get signed up. Newsletter, best damn newsletter in crypto. You can sign up for free, join 110,000 plus weekly readers, start getting all kinds of alpha straight to your inbox. We cover the big news in crypto, DeFi, airdrops, NFTs, altcoin charts, and much, much more. Check it out. Link in the description or the pinned comment on X. So, actually, I've already opened my Perrier for today, but we're sipping on it. Let's do some questions, guys. What do you guys want to talk about? Litecoin diamond hands. I'm wishing you luck, sir. I'm wishing you luck. I hope it does well for you this cycle. The pursuit of alpha. What are your thoughts on Jupe and its potential this cycle? Do you see its performance as something similar to Uniswap last cycle? You know, I'm kind of feeling like it could. And unlike Uniswap, giant Jupe bags, by the way, guys, I think it's a top 5 coin position right now. Anyway, my Jupe bags. Why am I bullish on Jupe? Well, I bought a bunch at 60 cents. Should have gone all in at the time, actually. But I've been adding more around $1.30, something like that recently. It's fine. I think it's going to go up to at least $10 this cycle, potentially 20. Those are just numbers I'm throwing out here. Obviously, you need to base your own decisions on your own risk parameters, all this kind of stuff, obviously. But you see, last cycle, Uniswap, a useless governance token that had no real use case at all, except for giant whales to decide the future of the protocol. Hey, bro, you want to spend $200 million to decide the future of the protocol? Yeah, bro, that sounds like a great idea. What the fuck? Anyway, besides the team and early VCs who controlled a huge chunk of the supply and were able to govern the protocol as they see fit, you as a regular person, unless you have $100 or $200 million to spend, voice is completely irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we're getting off topic, but the Uniswap token went to $25 billion market cap with absolutely zero use case. Jupiter is also a governance token, but the use case is very interesting. See, there's 3 revenue paths for the Jupe token. You got to take your Jupe token, stake it in the governance protocol, and then vote consistently on stuff. If you're showing up, you're voting, you're participating in governance, you get rewards. Right now, there's 100 million Jupe tokens that are up for incentive for this year. So it's currently, based on how much Jupe is staked right now, like about a 20% return in Jupe tokens that will be automatically added into your staking account. The other is you get 75% of the launchpad fees. So every time they do a launchpad, which they're going to start doing lots of them, every time they do a launchpad, and let's say a launchpad makes $10 million, for example, just as an example. I don't know what the number is going to be. Let's say it makes $10 million. 7.5 million of that goes to stakers. And then what's interesting is that a lot of these protocols are announcing airdrops for Jupe token holders and Jupe token stakers in particular. That's pretty cool, right? So that's 3 ways you're getting paid by holding the Jupe token. And all it takes is for one of these airdrops to really take off, for FOMO to happen on the token. Everybody goes, I need to hold Jupe and start staking and getting those rewards too. So those numbers, of course, are subject to change. The more people come in, the more it gets diluted, all this kind of stuff, but that could still drive the token price up. That's my general thesis on Jupe. That's why I've got a big bag. It's staking. I'm participating in governance, and I hope that it pays off. Could go to 0, and I'll be an idiot, and you guys remind me of that for a long time. It'll be fantastic. Okay, so let's continue. Let's see here.
Zapster, we talked about that a few minutes ago, but I think generally bullish. Lero would love to see my skull. That's fascinating. Keep it classy, YouTube. Ay, 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 ay. Daniel says, I'm currently holding all in USDC. Could you help me with when I should start to DCA into ETH and BTC? Well, this is a fascinating question. When did you just enter the market yesterday? That's why you're all in USDC. Did you sell the top? Or I don't know why you're in USDC. If you're only looking to DCA into ETH and BTC, I mean, the point of dollar cost averaging is you're not too worried about the day-to-day price. So you just set it up every Friday. Not financial advice, of course, you need to make your own decisions, but the core idea behind dollar cost averaging is your dollar cost averaging, aka you're buying at regular intervals to try and get a better long-term sort of price. Now, what you're potentially asking about maybe is, trying to get good entry points and buying the dips. That's not really dollar cost averaging. I guess you could dollar cost average every time there's a big 10% drop in the market or something like that. But generally, dollar cost averaging is like, okay, every Friday I'm going to buy $500 worth of Bitcoin, $500 worth of ETH, done. Don't think about it. It's a trickier proposition in a bull market because prices are going up and the risk rewards changed a lot versus dollar cost averaging during the bear market, which is what I was doing. I know a lot of you guys were doing as well. But yeah. Stevie says, isn't holding JLP like staking Jupe? Nope. It's pretty different. JLP is the Jupiter liquidity pool. So you have to take stable coins, you put it in the liquidity pool, and that is the liquidity for their perpetual swap futures exchange. Okay. Huge APY on that right now. Interesting, actually, as a potential thing anyway, but no, not the same at all. Different tokens. Graham says, Lark, your mic volume's either too low or too inconsistent. Hello. I probably just keep talking away from the mic. That's the problem. I don't know if we get more attention and subs. Don't know if it matters that much. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Audio issue is going to be audio issues. Apologies if it's an inconvenience for you. Linea Park is a headache. Any thoughts on Scotty the AI? Haven't heard of it. Don't know what you're talking about. Already down 2x from yesterday. Again, no idea. No idea, man. So many new coins coming out. So, yeah. No idea at all. No idea at all. Sorry if I missed anyone's super chats. I see a lot of people super chatting about meme coins and stuff like that, guys. I'm not going to answer those super chats. Okay, I know everybody wants to show their meme coins, but I'm not promoting your meme coins on the channel, guys. Don't know what the heck these things are. Don't know what you're talking about. So appreciate the super chats, but save your money. We're not promoting every random. Doing a readout for every random meme coin you guys can pull out of your butts here. So, okay. Lark, when you say bag of this and bag of that, how much of a bag are we talking about? Well, there's different sizes. There's different sizes, my man. And look, it doesn't actually matter how big my particular bag of anything is. It's irrelevant in terms of what it is for you. You may find different risk tolerances. You have different portfolio sizes available on how much money you can actually invest into the market. And even in terms of percentage of a total amount of coin in your portfolio, you may have different risk parameters to what I do. So it doesn't really matter particular amounts, to be honest. Plus, securities things. So, trying to throw all that information out there online all the time. Crypto Forever says, Lark, I've been holding Matic. I feel it's underperforming. It's interesting that Matic has been underperforming because I feel like Matic is maintaining strong daily average users on chain, lots of transactions, lots of good partnerships. So it's an interesting one. I feel like Matic should already have some more love this cycle, but it hasn't so far. Maybe Maybe as Polygon ZK EVM heats up some more, we'll get a bit more love. They haven't transitioned to the polls token yet, so maybe when that happens, we'll get a bit more excitement around everything with Matic. Space credits. Lark, is there any hope for my Cardano bag? It's lagging quite a bit. I'm thinking of selling. Look, Cardano is an interesting one because for a top 10, is it still in top 10? Pretty sure it's still top 10. For a top 10 blockchain, its statistics are in many ways, yeah, it's number 10 right now. In a lot of ways, its on-chain sort of numbers are behind chains that are lower market cap than it, which is fascinating. You look at the total number of daily transactions, total value locked on chain, all that stuff, and it actually lags quite a bit behind. Obviously, Cardano's found its sweet spot with a sort of community who are very much supporters of Charles Hoskinson and his his vision for what Cardano can at some point become. But like, man, I feel like I've been waiting for what Cardano can become for, well, since 2017. And it hasn't quite got there yet. Whereas other chains like Solana have launched to become the big thing. It's not that people aren't willing to go over on Cardano and get on a different chain. No, Solana has proved beyond a shadow of a doubt. People are open to moving on new chains. It's not a problem for them. But Cardano lacks a huge amount of infrastructure. Think about all the bridges. Think about this. Think about all the bridges you've ever used. Maybe you've never used a bridge, but I use bridges all the time. I've used, 10 bridges in the last 3 months. Now, I've never seen a single one of them, not a single frickin' one that bridges to Cardano. Now, I'm sure there's a Cardano bridge somewhere, but what I'm saying is all the popular bridges don't give a crap about Cardano. Oh, they'll bridge to Solana, though. Oh, they'll bridge over to the Cosmos ecosystem. Oh, they love the Cosmos ecosystem. Yeah, you can get your money on Injective and all these different things in the Cosmos ecosystem. Sure. But nobody's linking into Cardano. Cardano tokens, super underrepresented because not that much built right now on Cardano. For a top 10 cryptocurrency, it feels misplaced. Where's all the great projects that people can't help but go buy and ape into and go crazy for? And again, I know there's protocols built on Cardano, there's stuff happening in Cardano. I'm not saying that there isn't. The point that I'm trying to make is that it hasn't had its big moment, and maybe it will. Maybe Charles has got something really big cooking. It's going to blow us all away. But I personally would not buy back into Cardano. That's just my general thought on it. Obviously, you guys have to make your own decisions. La says, what's the point of buying Cardano? You'll never get rich buying Cardano and Bitcoin. There's not much upside at all. That's right as well. There's not that much upside. The risk reward for buying something like that is greatly diminished compared to your risk reward of buying, well, a whole variety of other like mid-cap altcoins that have $300, $400, $500 million market caps and have much better potentially for gains, right? For gains. And they may not win. Obviously, Cardano has staying power. It's got that going for it without a doubt. Frozen Lark, I have a question. What's the difference between market cap and fully diluted value? So market cap is the amount of coins currently in circulation. So let's say you have coin A, and coin A has 10 coins in circulation that are worth $100 each. So that gives you $1,000 market cap. But their total amount of coins available, which are not released into the market yet, maybe they're future staking rewards, maybe the team is holding on to them, whatever, is like 1 million coins. So you can then extrapolate the fully diluted value is going to be dramatically higher than the current market cap. So that's the difference right there. Fully diluted value is all coins that can ever be in existence. Market cap is current amount of coins available in the marketplace or unlocked. Venom, I do not have an opinion on this, but we did, Jesse did just write a report for this for the Wealth Mastery report, so I haven't had a chance to sit down and read it yet. It's on the list of things to do, but go check it out if you want some more info on that, but I don't have an opinion currently. Jason, what? We just talked about Cardano. What are your thoughts on Cardano? Is now a good time to buy? Well, as I said, I wouldn't buy it, but that's just my opinion. I'm not telling you what to do. If you got the edge, you know what's going on, you know what Charles has been saying, you know there's big things coming, more power to you, man. But I have not been paying attention to Cardano because I feel like there's not that much to pay attention to. And I know the Cardano fans out here are going to go, but this thing. Just look at the reality of what's going on. Very little exchange support for Cardano-based tokens, very little bridge support, very little support broadly for most Cardano products, and there's not that many Cardano products, and there's not that much total value locked, and there's not that much daily on-chain transactions. The biggest thing Cardano has going for it is staking its token, which, newsflash, every other staking coin does too. And I'm not hating here, guys. I hope you make lots of money on Cardano. I'm just calling it how it is. I'll trash my investments too if you want. There's always plenty of criticisms to have against any of my coins, right? Look at Ethereum, and it's absolutely crap fees right now. I mean, what a mess, and that's not getting fixed anytime soon. For example, right? It's not that I have any large amount of Solana. I have like 20 Solana or something like that, but the damn chain goes off every few months. What the heck is that crap, man? You got to be honest about your coins. You have to be honest about the potential of your coins. You have to be honest with yourself, because a lot of people get what's called bagitis, where you get your bags of coins and you don't see the reality. You don't see the forest from the trees because you get so caught up in the bullshit that you don't actually look at the reality. First time in the market, heard rumors of Coinbase having issues trying to sell. If you're unable to sell, can you just swap out to stable coins and sell later? Thanks for all you do. Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing. In order to do that, you have to have your money on chain. So let's say you're trying to sell something that's not supported with on-chain decentralized exchanges. DEXs continue to work in most scenarios, unless like Solana's down for 6 hours, then you can't do anything. But generally, your decentralized exchanges work. And because your decentralized exchanges work, you can sell on chain. Now, you might have to pay higher gas fees if you're on Ethereum, but if you're on a layer 2 or something like that, you're probably going to be okay. And you'll be able to sell when the time comes. Go into stable coins, then you can chill when everything calms back down. You go to Coinbase, cash out, bada bing, bada boom, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and enjoy all your money. Okay? The tricky part becomes when you're talking about some coins like, Bitcoin for one. I know we do start to have Bitcoin layer 2 starting to pop up, but realistically, selling Bitcoin on chain is not super easy right now. There are some opportunities. There's things like Thorchain and Chainflip that allow you to do that on chain. So maybe that's a tool you want to bookmark for later. Bitcoin layer 2 stuff starting to take off a little more. You can always take the complicated route of sending your Bitcoin to the wrapped Bitcoin address, getting wrapped Bitcoin, going and selling the wrapped Bitcoin on Uniswap or somewhere maybe like Curve Finance has deeper liquidity. So there's always ways to sell on chain. It's for most coins, not all coins. Some coins really only exist on centralized exchanges. So you should keep that risk in mind. But generally, you'll be able to get out at an okay price, even if Coinbase is down for a few hours. Okay, you didn't sell the absolute pico top on your random shit coin, and you didn't sell it at $1,000. You sold it at $920 instead, but you still made 10,000% profits or 5,000% profits. Who cares? Doesn't matter, right? So also a bit of perspective for you. Puff, is it possible to buy the Puff token without using the Ethereum main chain? Yeah, absolutely, man. Go use Mantle. The fees are wildly cheap, so go do that. That's where I bought. I did. Okay, I minted I think you meant 2 potions on the Ethereum main chain and 4 potions on the Mantle network. This is a meme coin on Mantle, by the way, for anybody who's not familiar with Puff. And then you can buy more on the Mantle network via their website. So if you have meth, right, Mantle Ethereum, not the dirty stuff. Okay, guys, if you have some meth, then you can go and swap that for Puff on the Puff site. Okay. Lark, AVAX has been rejected multiple times off $60. Seems like it's done. Resistance is meant to be broken. I'll just leave it at that. There's not much else to say there. You will at some point see it trade above $60. What's the cure for bagitis? Asking for a friend who has an ETH strain of bagitis. I got some big ETH bags, man, but I feel like I'm using them adequately. Part of me would say, well, maybe I should sell those and do something else with them. But actually, I'm like, I've decided I'm taking loans versus them, using that to farm and to buy altcoins and stuff like that. And then I can still capture the perhaps lesser price appreciation, right? Maybe I sell it $12,000 or something for my Ethereum. That'd be great. But yeah, In terms of curing bagitis, well, one of the best ways is just to sell your damn bags. But no, realistically, you just have to be honest about your bags. And it's a hard thing for a lot of people to do, to actually sit down and say, hey, you know what? Give me 5 criticisms of this cryptocurrency that you own. If they can't think of 5 criticisms, then they're not being honest with themselves. And that's not really a sign of a good investor. A good investor has to understand that there's risks in everything that you invest in, and that nothing you invest in is perfect. And everything's got problems. We're humans, live in an imperfect world, and the shit that we make is imperfect. So if you can't admit that, then yeah, you're gonna have problems. Lark, I'm an XCAD for like 2 years now. I still believe in it, but I'm not sure if I have confirmation bias or I'm just married to my bag. I don't know that much about XCAD to be able to give you an opinion on it. I know it had a lot of hype last cycle, and they're trying to, get some attention on it again this cycle. But man, I have no idea if you hold or sell. The question is, I guess you need to ask yourself is, if you sell, what are you selling for? And if you hold, what are you holding for? So if you're holding, you have some kind of belief that it's going to come back, that the use case is going to really take off. We'll see. All this kind of stuff. And if you sell, what are you selling for? Right? Are you going to sell and take your cash and run away? Okay, that's fair enough. Or are you going to sell and go into another altcoin, which opens up a new risk vector that it could go up or down? Obviously, you want it to go up. But maybe you've been sitting here, like, see, I sold my Arbitrum bags recently. They've been underperforming versus the market. So I said, you know what? Time to get out. Time to take the big boy decision, put on big boy pants, and go buy something else that I think has better potential and is capturing more value. So if you are selling, then what are you selling for? And what do you think the potential of what you're selling for is? And is it better than what you're holding right now? Are you taking in more risk or less risk by selling? I hope that's useful. Okay, guys, we're going to finish up there for today. Streams are getting pretty long, so we got to finish up. Thanks for joining today's stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.